Are you ready to take on No Spend January in 2025? It sounds like a huge challenge, but trust me, it can be one of the most rewarding things you do. In this video, I'm going to share 6 pro tips that help me not only survive but thrive during No Spend January. Stick around because the last tip will completely change how you approach the challenge. Setting the stage for No Spend January. No Spend January can feel overwhelming, especially after the holidays when you've been spending more than usual. But here's the thing, it's an incredible opportunity to reset your spending habits, save money, and realign your financial goals for the year ahead. In today's video, I'll break down 6 essential tips that will help you conquer No Spend January in 2025, without feeling like you're depriving yourself. Let's dive in. 1. Set clear, realistic goals. Why it's important. If you're going to succeed, you need to know exactly why you're doing it and how to track your progress. Without clear goals, it's easy to lose focus and give up. What to do? Start by identifying your reasons for doing No Spend January. Are you saving for a vacation, paying off debt, or just trying to break bad spending habits? Create a savings goal for the month. For example, if you typically spend $500 a month on non-essential items, aim to save at least $300 by cutting back. Track your progress. Use a simple calendar and mark each no-spend day with an X. Seeing those marks add up will keep you motivated. Example: Henry set a goal to save $400 for a future trip. He tracked his progress daily and celebrated every week he hit his target. The goal kept him focused and helped him say no to unneeded expenses. 2. Plan ahead and set a budget. Why it's important. If you don't plan ahead, No Spend January can easily turn into an impulse buying disaster. Planning is essential to ensure you're still meeting your basic needs while cutting back on unnecessary expenses. What to do? Review your finances. Look at your upcoming bills, rent, utilities, and subscriptions. Make sure these are covered. Create a shopping list. For essential groceries, write down exactly what you need. Stick to it. Find free alternatives. Before you buy something, think of free alternatives. Instead of buying a coffee, brew one at home. Instead of buying new books, borrow from the library. Tip from Henry. Henry made a list of things he needed for the month, like bread, milk, and eggs, and stuck to it. He also found a local library that had tons of free ebooks. It saved him money and kept him from mindlessly browsing online stores. 3. Cut out the non-essentials, with a twist. Why it's important. It's easy to give into small expenses that don't seem like much but can add up over time. The goal here is to cut out non-essentials, but in a way that doesn't feel like you're depriving yourself. What to do? Unsubscribe from email lists. Stop yourself from seeing tempting sales by unsubscribing from shopping sites' email lists. Cancel or pause subscriptions. Review your streaming services, apps, and memberships. Can you pause them for a month? Limit impulse purchases. If you feel the urge to buy something, give yourself a 24-hour pause. Chances are, you'll forget about it by the time the day is over. Example: Henry used to get caught up in online shopping when he received sale notifications. He unsubscribed from all email lists and deleted shopping apps from his phone. This simple move saved him hundreds. 4. Find free or cheap ways to have fun. Why it's important. During a no-spend month, the temptation to go out or engage in paid entertainment is everywhere. But you don't have to give up fun, you just need to get creative. What to do? Host free events. Invite friends over for a game night, potluck dinner, or movie marathon. Explore local parks and trails. Hiking, walking, or simply exploring your local parks can be a great way to get outside without spending money. Use free online resources. There are tons of free classes, documentaries, and YouTube channels that can entertain and educate you. Pro tip from Henry. Henry discovered free events in his community, like outdoor movies and art exhibitions, which helped him stick to his no-spend goals. Instead of spending on dinners out, he hosted a pizza night at home and invited friends to bring snacks. 5. Hold yourself accountable. Why it's important. Staying accountable is one of the hardest parts of No Spend January. It's easy to get sidetracked, especially when you're not checking in with someone. What to do? Share your progress. Tell a friend or post on social media about your no-spend challenge. Having someone to check in with keeps you on track. Join a group. There are many online groups for people taking part in no-spend challenges. Find one to stay motivated. Set a weekly check-in. Make it a habit to check in with yourself every week to see how you're doing and adjust if needed. Henry's story. Henry set up a weekly check-in with a friend who was also doing no-spend January. They would exchange tips, struggles, and wins, which made the challenge more enjoyable and less isolating. 6. Reflect on the benefits and keep the momentum going. Why it's important. The last thing you want is for no-spend January to end, and you feel like you've gained nothing. This tip is about reflecting on the progress you've made and thinking about how to carry it forward. What to do. Look at your savings. Take note of how much you've saved. Use that money for a goal that matters to you, whether it's paying off debt, building your emergency fund, or treating yourself to something special after the challenge. Commit to ongoing habits. Even after no-spend January is over, take some habits with you. Perhaps it's meal prepping or setting limits on unnecessary spending. Inspirational tip. Henry was amazed at how much he saved. He put it toward a family trip he had been dreaming about. After January, he continued to avoid unnecessary purchases, and it became a part of his ongoing financial habits. Conclusion. Conquer no-spend January like a pro. And there you have it, 6 pro tips to make no-spend January a success. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about gaining control, saving money, and making smarter choices that last long after the month is over. Which tip are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more money-saving tips. Here's to a frugal and financially empowered January.